So we carry on with our recap of probability. So we're looking at total probability of events. Hit pause, copy the lesson objective and keywords down. When you're ready, hit play again, and we'll go on to the starter. Here's our starter. 3 questions. Hit pause, have a go when you're ready, hit play again, and we'll go over them. Okay, question 1. What's the multiplier for an 18% decrease? Okay, we've got to make sure we read that. Decrease means it comes down from 100%. So it's going to be 82%, which as a decimal is 0.82. Complete the following statement. We have to know our conversions, metric to imperial. We have to know them. 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. So 11 pounds is going to be 11 times 2.2, which should give us 24.2 kilograms. And question 3, nice and straightforward today. When it's midday in London, time in Hong Kong is 2000 hours. So that's an 8-hour time difference. Jay catches a flight from Heathrow at 01:20 hours, and the journey takes 8 hours and 20 minutes. What's the estimated time of arrival? Well, if we do a timeline starting at 01:20, the flight's going to take 8 hours and 20 minutes, which just gives us the total of, it takes us to 9:40. But there's that 8-hour time difference as well we've got to account for. So if we add that on, that takes us to 17:40. Or you might have 5:40, but you have to put PM. If you go into the 1200 hour clock, you have to write AM or PM to stipulate. Okay, so now we've done that. Mark, correct, and RAG rate your work. When you're ready, hit play again, and we'll look at total probability. Okay, so in our last lesson, we looked at this slide here, and if you remember, the probability of an event happening is the number of wanted outcomes divided by the total number of possible outcomes. And we looked at these. Possibility of getting a tail is a half, place it on there. Getting a 3 is 1 out of 6, and so on. So what we're going to look at today is, moving on, is the probability of an event not happening. Okay, so if we look at that, probability of not getting a tail when you toss a coin, that's obviously going to be whatever's left. It's probability of getting a head, which is half. So that goes there. Of not getting a 3, well, there are 6 possible outcomes. The chance of not getting one of them is 5 out of 6. So 5 out of 6 goes there. Not being born in the month of March. Chance of being born in March is 1 out of 12. So everything else is not March. So you're left with 11 out of 12. Hopefully you're starting to see that the total probability adds up to 1. Not choosing a red, so that's going to be the probability of choosing a blue. So the total probability together will add up to 1. If it's 5 out of 12 for red, then it's going to be 7 out of 12 for blue. With the spinner, chance of getting a 5 is 3 out of 4. So chance of not getting a 5 is 1 minus 3 out of 4, which is a quarter. And the last one there, chance of not choosing a blue bead. Chance of choosing a blue bead is 11 out of 12, so not a blue bead will be 1 out of 12. So hopefully that's allowed you to see that the total probability is 1. Okay. So the probability of an event not happening is 1 minus probability of it happening. Makes it nice and easy to calculate instead of looking for all the other probabilities. And so we have probability of an event not happening, and that's how we should write it. What I want you to do now is to hit pause and make some notes. So everything in the red box here, copy that down into your notes. When you're ready, hit play again, and we'll look at a couple of examples. Okay, so total probability of an event or of events is given by this symbol, the summation symbol. Summation of the total probabilities is equal to 1. When we add all the probabilities together, they must sum up to 1. Okay, so if we look at this here, the probability of rain today is 0.7. So the probability of not rain today is 0.3. The total adds up to 1. Coin is biased, so the probability of heads is 3 out of 5. So it's a biased coin. Probability of not heads is going to be tails, 2 out of 5. We've got this four-sided spinner here, and it's biased. It's not an even chance of getting 1, 2, 3, or 4. I've got a probability of getting a 1 is 0.2 and a 3 is 0.3. However, the probability of getting a 2 and a 4 are the same. So what's good about this question? We can express that algebraically because we know that the probabilities of those two are the same. We can call them x. And so if we add all the probabilities together, they're going to equal 1. 0.2 plus x plus 0.3 plus x equals 1. So that's going to be 0.5 with the numbers and 2x. So 2x plus 0.5 equals 1. And we can use our... We can carry over the plus 0.5. So we've got 2x is equal to 1 minus 0.5. 2x equals 0.5. So we divide by the 2. So x is going to be equal to 0.5 divided by 2, which is 0.25. Okay. So we need I think we need the final example. This one in our notes, and we need this definition. So hit pause, write those down. When you're ready, I've got a couple of questions for you to attempt. Okay, 3 questions. Hit pause, have a go. When you're ready, hit play again, and we'll go over them together. Okay, so let's have a look at these questions we got here. First one, die is biased, so the probability of rolling a 6 is a quarter. Probability of not rolling a 6, remember our notation, so we write probability of not a 6. That's going to be equal to 1 minus a quarter, which is equal to 3 out of 4. This one we can represent algebraically. So find the value of x. These are the total probabilities of getting 1 to 6. So if we add them all, they've got to sum up to 1. So 0.1 plus 0.15 plus x plus 0.2 plus x plus 0.05 is equal to 1. So if we add the numbers and the letters, we got 2x plus 0.5 is equal to 1. So we can take our plus 0.5 over the other side. So that means 2x is equal to 1 minus 0.5. 2x is equal to 0.5. And so we divide by 2. We got x is equal to 0.5 divided by 2, or half of 0.5, which is 0.25. And finally, the weatherman claims that it's twice as likely to snow as not to snow. So there's 1 chance of snow or not snow and 2 of snow, so that's going to be out of 3. We've got 3 chances. So the chance of snow is twice as likely, so it's going to be 2/3 to no snow, which is 1/3. So I want you to make some corrections. Well, mark, make some corrections, and then rag. Once you're done, I've got some classwork for you. Okay, so here are your questions for today. I'm going to attach them to the assignment, and they won't take you very long, up to question 14, and you're done. Okay.